TPE, formerly Tobacco Products Expo, currently Total Products Expo 2025 in Las Vegas. I have bumped into a very old friend, Kevin, from Artista. How you doing, brother?
Doing fine, man. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing pretty darn well. I haven't seen you for a while. What have you been up to?
Well, I've been, selling cigars mostly.
Yeah.
Some of it's a little bit travel, some of it's domestic, but mostly just having a good time.
Yeah, where you been traveling to?
Let's see, I was in Dominican Republic. Go there pretty often.
Yeah, well, I would figure you probably have at least a hammock set up down there.
Yeah, I do. It's
Yeah.
about once a month, you know. They put me in the cabana in the back.
Yeah. Mixing drinks with the little skirt. I love it.
Exactly. Right? You know the industry.
There you go. A little bit.
Let's see, I was in Europe for a bit. We went to Germany, Switzerland.
Oh, Geneva?
It was actually in Zurich and Bern.
Okay.
Which, if you ever have a chance to go to Bern, you should go.
Okay.
It's a wonderful place.
Go burn a stick and burn?
Burn a stick and burn.
Yeah, there we go. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it.
And the Swiss, they don't just smoke Cubans. They smoke a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
They really like Dominican products.
So, really? So that's they're digging. How long has that been a trend, if you want to call it that? I hate that word trending, but how long has that been a thing?
In fact, in a way, it is a little bit of a trend because the Cubans raised the price. So it opened up the door to some New World cigars.
Yeah.
And in that case, kicked the doors open for us.
That's outstanding. About how many are you distributing there? How many do you ship there approximately per quarter, per year, whatever the
I'd have to take a look
is?
at the numbers, but it's a pretty significant amount between our distributor there and some other folks. They're doing quite well, actually. Yeah. Switzerland is the largest per capita smoking country in Europe.
Of all tobacco products, or
Just premium tobacco.
or premium tobacco cigars?
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Very good, very good.
Smoke
So
about 9 cigars per person.
9 per
9
person?
Per person, yeah.
Per what? Year? Per month? Per week?
Per month.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So that means that there's a few guys that are,
Heavy
or
hitters.
ladies, that are doing like 90 or whatever. They're doing, they're maxing out. Okay, well, very good. That's that's an interesting deal. Are you distributing almost everything in the product line there?
In Switzerland, we have the Artista line, some Puro Ambar, some Cimarron, Big Poppy even. Let's see, what else do we have? Buffalo 10 does super well.
Buffalo 10 is, I gotta say, definitely a go-to, and when I have shared the El Artista lineup, if you will, Buffalo 10 has been incredibly popular, and I honestly didn't expect that the first few that I tried. I did not expect it personally. Yeah,
it's a bit of a hidden gem in that way. It's underrated.
Yeah.
You look at it and you say, what can we get for $5?
Yeah.
I mean, how good can it really be?
Right.
Well, it's actually quite good.
It's pretty damn good.
All long leaf tobacco.
Yeah.
Premium selection on that wrapper.
Yeah.
And box press. We're able to do that because we are the factory, we are the fields, and we do our own distribution.
Right.
So there's no middleman.
One house.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. The only guy in the middle is Uncle Sam and whatever the European equivalent is.
Yeah. Uncle Joseph or something. Who knows?
Francois.
Also known as Uncle Frankie when it comes to the Bronx. Who knows? So, what do we have that's kind of a new introduction for it? Well, either new or very recent.
So last year we launched this. This is the Artista Fallu. That's a Connecticut broadleaf from the Amish in Pennsylvania.
Wait a minute. From the Amish in Pennsylvania. Our Pennsylvania?
Correct.
Our Amish?
Yeah, our guys.
Our guys.
Our guys, they look like me except for they don't have the mustache, you know.
Well, okay, I got a couple of knives here. We can trim you up real quick if you'd like. A little field shaving kit.
Sure, man.
Yeah.
I did it in high school a couple times.
There you go. We could. Hey, that could be the new hat instead of what we've got up there. We
Get
could
a nice wide brim.
Yeah, nice wide brim. Get the suspendered coveralls or whatever.
All cotton clothing and just look like Weird Al Yankovic.
Pair of horses, or a single if you want, more more deft turning or whatever.
A little bit of more agility on the farm
yeah,
roads.
the sports car model.
Sports model, 1 horsepower.
Yeah, 1 horsepower. Bigger wheels for tighter turning radius. I don't know. Thinking like chariots here. So the now they're do we got like well, they're growing the tobacco and they're aging the tobacco and we got a bunch of Amish guys or Amish ladies rolling cigars. I got to see this if that's what it is.
So what we're buying from them is raw tobacco.
Okay.
So they grow the crop, and then we buy it from them based on their yield and the quality of that tobacco. Then we bring it back to our factory, and we do all the processing, all the pre-industry, all the sorting, all the fermentation, and then of course all the grading that comes after that.
Okay, yeah. So in essence, the source of the tobacco is or are those Amish-owned fields in Pennsylvania. I almost said in the Pennsylvania. That will be something somebody will pop off with now from now on. So that's really cool. So you're sourcing the product, the base product, the natural product, the original part of the product line here in the States, helping to support a community that needs support just like any other community in the States. And that's really cool, although not that any of those folks would necessarily hear this video because it depends on their level of use of technology. Not that I'm a high-tech guy at all, but might give them an idea, and that would be kind of a cool thing. But that would create even more competition here. But the thing is you guys are never really shy of competition. I know you all pretty much help each other, which is always a great thing about this industry.
It's true. We're all colleagues.
Yeah.
We don't compete against each other. We compete against the government.
Right.
That's just how it goes, right?
True.
It's almost like any other endeavor that's highly regulated. We have to work together. We have to hang together or we'll hang separately.
Right.
So, and to your point, we're supporting a small, almost cottage industry, if you will, in Pennsylvania. But at the end of the day, they're stewards of the land.
Oh, yeah.
They know what they're doing. They're not using weird fertilizers. They're not using pesticides. Some of the leaf that we get is kind of rough. But in the end, what we're getting is pure product.
Or, well, for lack of a better word, and actually it's probably completely spot on, organic.
Organic.
And if you've seen, and I'm sure you've seen organic fruit orchards, organic produce, it does not look like it's going to be in anybody's advertisement for a supermarket anytime soon. It looks rough, but it tastes so much better.
It does.
Yeah, so that's interesting. About how many, I can't think what the measurement quantity is for production of tobacco from the fields. About what's the level of production that they're producing?
We measure it in tons.
Okay.
I don't know off the top of my head the exact number, but it's pretty significant. We work with about 30 different farmers out that way.
Right.
They have this little consortium. So what we bring in, it's in the tens to hundreds of tons.
Okay, from that community.
From that community.
Wow, that's pretty darn impressive. And I honestly don't know how that compares to some growers in the DR or other locations, but that sounds pretty darn impressive to me. Yeah, very good, very cool, very, very cool. That's outstanding. So this cigar, what is it called again?
This is the Falu.
Falu. And it is available now?
It is available now, yeah. We launched it in March of last year. Just received number 14 in Cigar Journal's top 25 of 2024.
Oh, outstanding.
So really, really proud of that. And yeah, man, I mean, just selling, smoking, and joking. A little bit of travel in between.
Yeah. Very, very good. Outstanding. What would typical approximate retail be on that stick?
We're looking at about $12 before tax. So
okay.
In California, probably $25.
Yeah, well, now probably about 85.
If you're in this beautiful state of Texas, probably about $12 and 25 cents.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. Kudos to Texas. Very good. Anything else you'd like to talk about or discuss?
Well, if you have any baseball fans that you speak to, I want to show them something quite special.
Okay.
A lot of folks don't know we're Dominican.
Yeah.
And we love baseball in the DR. We export that trade all to the U.S. and a little bit to Canada.
Yeah.
We've got a product here because we've been working with David for, about 8 years now. And we launched his Big Poppy in 2016.
Right, I remember that.
And we now have the Hoff,
The Hoff.
the HOF, Hall of Fame.
Oh, very good. Now, will that be exclusive for Mr. Ortiz, or will that be, will there be a lineup for other players that would be Hall of Famers?
Well, this is exclusive to David. He's a friend of the factory. We've been working with him for so long.
Right.
And we wanted something to commemorate his Hall of Fame entry.
Yeah, okay. Well, and I was just going off of the HOF or the Hoff thing, but I like,
Right.
and you know, that'll be his new nickname, right? Hoff, Big Poppy, whatever.
Yeah, don't mess with the Hoff.
The Hoff. Yeah, I got an Uncle Hoff somewhere. My Uncle Hoff is going to be here if you don't, whatever. Anyhow, what would be approximate price point on this?
We have it in two different sizes. The one you see here is about $15 US, and then we have a limited edition numbered 541. This is number 98 out of 541, which is the number of home runs he hit.
Okay.
It's a limited edition Figurado, 10 cigars in a box. That one retails for about $16 a stick.
Okay.
So this Toro here at 15, and the limited edition Figurado, which kind of looks like a baseball bat,
Yeah.
right at 16.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, I'll tell you what, perhaps tomorrow we'll tip back a little something, may go to a little local place that we talked about, and or, of course, you notice I'm tossing that in as option, because we got to have some options. Good Lord knows we've got a lot of options there. And you travel well, brother.
You as well, my friend. Thanks for stopping by.
Take good care. Thank you for your time.
Pleasure's all mine.